Hello and welcome everyone. Today we will be solving this buy and sell stocks problem. You can see in lead code it has multiple problems of this type. We will be looking at the algorithm for this. A single algorithm can solve all these problems. I think there are 6 problems. Fine. So today what our aim is to go through the recursive equation for this. Since this is a dynamic programming question, we will approach it by recursion first, then we will see what are all the overlapping subproblems, then we will memorize it. Okay. Now my problem statement says these are the days given to us, okay, and these are the prices of a product or the stock on that particular days, okay. So our job is to we can make at max k number of transactions, that is 1 2 3 9 11, any number of transactions at max, okay, and our job is to make the maximum profit out of these days. So in this case, we can basically see that if I buy a stock at second day and sell it on the third day, I would surely make a profit of 6 rupees. And there is no other case possible in it. And we can only do one transaction. Remember, buying plus selling would lead to a complete transaction. Okay. Another thing which we should remember, whenever I write 1, this means that today I am having a stock available with me. Assume a mango. Today I am having mangoes available with me which I can sell. Okay. Whenever I write 0, this would represent that today I don't have any stock available with me. This means that today I don't have any mangoes available with me. To be able to sell a mango, I need to buy it first. Our recursive function will be having these 3 parameters. One is the index, next is the stock, and then is the transaction. Okay. The index means the day which I am standing now. Okay. Stock means 0 or 1. That is, I am whether I am having a stock or I am not having a stock. Transaction will show, okay, how many number of transactions have I completed yet. Okay, fine. So initially, what will be having is that I will be standing at day 1, which is index 1. Okay. Since I will be initially, a businessman will not have any stock with him and 0 transactions. Okay. So I will be having 2 options now. Since my stock is 0, I am having, as I showed you before also, that I will be having 2 choices. Okay. That is buy today or don't buy today. Okay. You can see the 2 branches here with their respective notations, buy and don't buy. Okay. What happens if we buy today? Fine. If I buy at the first day index 1, okay, then I would have to pay rupees 9. Okay, you can see the price on the day 1 is 9. So I would have to pay rupees 9. So I will do minus 9 because it is, I am giving this. Okay, so here is a minus notation. Remember this. Now, from 1, I will come to day number 2. Since I have bought a stock, okay, so I will be at this stage, I will have a stock. So from 0, the stock has converted to 1. Okay, have we completed a transaction yet? No, we have only buy. Buy plus sell is equal to 1 transaction. So, okay. And similarly, here in this branch, we can see in the don't buy section, since we have not buyed today, that is in the first day, I would go to the second day, and previously also we did not have any stock with us. Now also we will not have any stock. Transaction will remain 0. Fine. Then again we will do the same thing. At each time we will stretch out to 2 branches. Fine. Now we can see here that again in this branch, when I am at index 2, since I am having a stock with me, you can see here is it is 1. Okay. Then we would again have 2 options, but the options will be different now. Since I am having a stock, my option will be whether I would be able to sell it today or don't sell it today. This means that if I sell it today, okay, then I would sell it for rupees 2. Okay, I would gain rupees 2. So it is a plus sign here. You can see here. Okay, since I would gain, I would not give. Okay, fine. The decision on this second index, that means day 2, is made. Okay, then I see that the stock from 1, it has changed to 0. Why? Because initially I had a stock with me or a mango with me. Now I have sold it. Okay, so now I am not having anything with me now. So it became 0. Now, one interesting thing is that you can see the transaction has turned to 1. Why? Because see these two branches, buy plus sell. Okay, thus we got here 1. So whatever the transaction was 0, it has become 1 here. Okay, very good. In this branch also, I have not sold anything. So my stock did not change and the transaction did not happen. Okay, since I have not sold anything here and my day changed. Fine. I am showing you the breadth-first search traversal, but the recursion always happens in DFS, okay? Just for your understanding. Fine. Now, look at this branch, okay? This branch, 200. Fine. What happens here? I am standing at day 2, okay? I am not having any stock with me, okay? And no transaction yet. So the option available is me, since I have no stock, is buy or don't buy today. Fine. So if I buy, I have made a decision on day number 2. Okay. If I buy today, what happens? Whatever happens, I would surely go to the next day. So the index increases. Okay. Now, initially, I did not have any stock with me. I bought a stock. Okay, so now I am having a stock. Okay, at day number 3. So the notation changed to 1. Then the transaction till now did not happen because we till now did not sell anything in this branch. Okay, fine. Now minus 2 represents the same thing. In the second day, we are having a cost 2, and since I bought something, so I would have to pay from my pocket. So this is minus 2. And similarly, don't buy section, you can trace it like the day increased. The since I did not buy anything, the stock remained 0. Since no transaction happened, and the transaction also remained 0. And this will keep on going like this. The branches will keep on extending in the same manner. Okay, like this too. I am showing this one. Okay, the rest you can trace it by yourself. Fine. See this branch. Again here, since the stock is 0, remember the branches will be extended based on the stock available. Okay, if it is 0, we are having two options, buy or don't buy. If it is 1, we are having two options, sell or don't sell. Okay, remember this. Fine. Here buy. Okay, fine. Index 3, we are at day number 3. I have to buy a thing because here it is 0. Fine. If I bought something, I will pay from my pocket. It becomes minus 8. So the stock from 0 changes to 1, and the transaction remains 1 because I have bought a thing and still now I am remaining. It is pending to sell. Okay, buy plus sell equals 1 transaction. Now here in this branch, we have bought it. Now he is thinking that okay, I should not buy today. So fine, no problem. From 3 we come to day number 4. Okay, now from since we did not buy anything, the stock will not change, it will remain 0, and the transaction will remain 1 because no transaction has happened. Now we can see here that the fourth day, do we have a fourth day here? We only have indexes till 3. Okay, we don't have any fourth day. Okay, fine, that's fine. So from here we would be returning 0. Okay, so after I return 0, the values will be returned. Like from here the value is 0. 0 and minus 8 is minus 8. 0 plus minus 8 is minus 8. So this value will be given back here. Okay, now this, see, look at this branch. This would also return 0 because we have reached the fourth index. Okay, now this would also return a 0 here. Now this branch will check whichever value is the maximum. Which value is maximum? Here it is having minus 8 and here it is having 0. Of course 0 is maximum. So this would consider 0. Okay. Now 0 plus 2 is 2 here. Okay. This will get a 2 here, and whatever value it gets from this branch, it would compare those two. Whichever is the maximum, it would add with this value and return it here. And similarly for this. Okay. As a result, we will get the maximum value possible. The recursive tree which we framed can be implemented by the recursive equation as shown here. So the recursive equation says whenever we have a stock 0, this means that we don't have any stock. We have two options, buy and don't buy. So what happens here now? The index increases. Then since in this case we are buying a thing or buying a stock, So initially the stock was 0. Now we have a stock. So it gets transformed to 1. No transaction has happened yet because for a transaction to happen, we need two things, buy plus sell. Okay. Now minus this value. This is because we are buying something and giving money from our pocket. Okay. So it is our loss here. Fine. Now this function is don't buy, index increases, stock doesn't change, it remains 0, and transaction doesn't increase as for known reasons. So now out of these two functions, whichever returns me the maximum profit, so I return that. This is the case when we have no stock available with us. Okay, you can see this one, this pair 301. Okay, here these two functions are being called. Now if we have a stock, assume this function, okay, 210, this one. Notice this one. So here we are having two calls again. One is for selling, sorry, one is for selling and one is don't sell. Fine. One is for selling, this one, and one is don't sell. Here also the same thing happens, the index increases. Since I had a stock, one, and I sold it, now I don't have anything left with me. So again my stock becomes 0. Since I sold a thing, so my transaction increases. This is because I must have bought a thing, then only I can sell a thing now. Since I have sold a thing, my transaction increases by 1. Now, since I sold a thing, so I would surely gain some profit. That is, the other person would give me some money. So this is my profit. If in the don't sell condition, index increases, since I have not sold the stock which I had, so the stock doesn't change, and for known reasons the transaction also doesn't increase. So this is the recursive equation. I don't know whether you noticed or not. See the two circles here. These two functions 310 and 310 are exactly the same. This shows that in this recursive tree, we are having overlapping subproblems. And this also tells us that this problem is a candidate of memoization and thus dynamic programming. So, if you want the full explanation on the memoization process of this, then please do write in the comment section and please don't forget to subscribe this channel.